let's get into this video, bro.
Hey man, it's your boy Devontae 506 on the beat.
Yes, sir.
Today, bro, I got a special guest with me, but as usual, you got the one and only
King the Robot. Man, y'all probably wondering, why are we doing a reaction? And you got a whole big ass channel that has a reaction. But let's think about it.
Today, we have a different type of reaction for you Negroes. Alright? We got a reaction that we usually don't do on TDS. You feel me? It's not like I would come on here and do the same shit, you feel me?
I mean, you kind of are.
Hold me on that.
You kind of are.
But still, my nigga, like.
But yeah, something like this, we probably gonna do. I don't know.
Nigga, today what we got for y'all motherfuckers is a scary reaction. But this shit is on a whole new level. This ain't no TDS shit, bro.
This is some
Real shit, nigga. This is real deal, nigga.
True story.
And we gonna play a little game with it too. Opposingly, somebody sent me this bitch, bro, and I was like, hey, I might have to hop on this bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Now, without further ado,
Custom beats.
I let y'all niggas please wait for me. I don't like this shit. I'm a bitch. I don't fuck with shit like this. I never have. I never will. I don't even know if I'm gonna do this shit again. But it's up to y'all motherfuckers. Y'all comment down below and let me know.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into this video.
Hello. Welcome back. Do you like scary stories?
No.
Well, I have a few to share. They're all real stories. Except for one.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie, this bitch was scary as shit, bro. What the fuck, nigga? Bro, that just sounds scary as
I ain't
shit,
gonna lie,
man.
nigga.
That just scared my ass.
You hear what she said though? She said all of them are real except one. So we gotta figure out which one is the fake shit before the video ends, you feel me?
Oh shit. Alright, we gonna see, bro. Let's get into it.
That shit's stupid.
I always believed that when the world was asleep, things just stayed put. The idea that things moved around at night, living their own lives, terrified me. And it all started after watching Child's Play.
That Chucky nigga?
Hey, that's my nigga.
My mom's sister was living with us then. She never liked children, but she absolutely loved tormenting us.
And then Rock Lee.
It still makes me uneasy, knowing how much joy she got from.
And let's not ignore the fact that this motherfucker did not just call that little kid to the right Rock Lee, bro.
Bro, they got the same hair, man. They got the white
Just call that nigga Rock Lee. Dumbass nigga, I ain't gonna lie, that VHS, but y'all don't know nothing about that.
She knew I hated that movie. So what does she do? She kidnapped one of my dolls, cut off her hair, removed her clothes, and with a hateful hand, gave her a makeover that still haunts me to this day. Any opportunity she had, like when my mom wasn't home, my aunt and her new friend came out to play.
It was a nightmare. Some type of shit to your eye,
The nights when my aunt went out, she'd leave the doll in my closet. The hinge on the door was broken and never really closed right. But through the crack, I knew it was watching me. And then, one day, long after my aunt moved out, my mom saw how scared the closet made me. And you know, this is why I love her.
Alright, we gotta chill out. We gotta chill out, bro. We gotta chill out. I'm gonna have to take a break. Nigga, you gotta chill because this shit looks you get fucked.
This nigga try to hypnotize niggas, bro. What the fuck?
Bro.
This shit, by the way, that shit moving, bro. That shit fucking my eyes, low key.
Michelle, we'll clean it out together, okay? When she saw the doll, she was disturbed. Did you make this? I shook my head, and into the trash it went. I had finally found relief. And that was it. It was over. I know what you're thinking. That wasn't scary. I promised you a scary story, right? Well, I'm not done.
What the fuck, nigga?
She said she not done.
Bruh. My eye twitching, bruh.
Why y'all twitching?
I don't know, bruh. Like this right one right here, that just like.
Everybody chill out, bro. You try to have a little bit.
You don't see it, man?
No, I don't see it, bro.
Bruh, my shit feel like it's like this. The fuck?
Shot.
Like, what we watching, bruh?
Later, we found a new life, in a new home, in a new city. Everything felt brand new. By that point, my sister Christine had been born. Like me, she was haunted by the closet in her room. Every time she got close, It was pure terror. One day, when Christine was out, I went to that closet. I knew what I was looking for. It was that stupid damn doll. I threw it away for good. And you'll never believe it. The next day, my aunt died. I'm just kidding. She's still alive, and to be honest, hasn't changed much. She's actually a mom now, which is pretty terrifying if you ask me. But she hasn't been back this way since the day she left. Either way, some way, that doll got back to me, and none of my family is really sure how.
So the dog keep making its way back to her.
What's some Annabelle shit?
I was a year old when my family first moved into this apartment. And what made all this so bizarre was this.
Jesus Christ.
Call on,
Call on.
call on, Jesus.
Jesus.
Call on Jesus. Yeah,
Call on
Jesus.
Call on Jesus.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna continue this. I'm gonna do this shit no more. I keep about to end this video. Cause I don't wanna do it, homes.
Why?
This shit is funky, cuz.
No. Why?
This shit is scary, cuz.
Why that?
This shit got me fucked up.
Why
This shit got me fucked up.
that? This shit ain't showing no love.
Normal kind of place. There wasn't anything spooky about it. That night was nothing out of the ordinary. My mom was making my formula, and my brother was helping out. I'm not sure who saw it first. Maybe my mom, maybe my brother. But one thing is for sure. A hand reached in through the doorway and pulled its way into the room. Following close behind, a headless woman.
What the fuck? You gotta choke that motherfucker. Oh, fuck.
Looking stupid.
Hold on, nigga. How the Joe with no head know the direction to your motherfucking house, nigga?
She got no eyes.
I'm hit. So, how that
I
work?
think this one's fake.
That might be the fake one.
I think this one's fake.
Nah, we wrote that.
The paranormal was quite normal to my mom. My brother, on the other hand, was scared shitless. I think he wet himself. By the time we fully settled in, it had almost been forgotten. It was probably just their imagination. Or was it? Well, that summer, even at night, it was so hot that the
That nigga enjoying that after night snack, nigga. He and that motherfucker friends with it. Nigga got the bowls, nigga. That nigga look like he about to.
They got the motherfucking fruit punch and all that shit in the back, man.
But he a weirdo though. That nigga, he the type of nigga fall asleep while the refrigerator open next to it. Nigga. That nigga weird as shit, boy.
Wait, did they say it was hot as fuck that day?
I guess so. That's why he's sitting
That's
like
why
that.
he's saying that,
Yeah.
bro. Y'all don't know about
Y'all
that.
niggas not woke, bro. That refrigerator coolness,
That
it's
shit's
different,
smack.
nigga.
Mhm.
That shit hit completely different. Y'all not woke. Stay tuned.
Stay woke, man.
Stay woke, my nigga.
there could cool down was to open the refrigerator and bask in the cold air. I think he heard dripping sounds first. And then, when he turned around, there she was. Just standing there, head in one hand, my bottle in the other. I don't think Steve wanted to linger around long enough to see her face because all he cared about was getting out of that kitchen.
That nigga said.
Nigga, when you slapped it like that, you know you running fast as shit, nigga, like this. That nigga like this. This how you slap it and turn around at the same time? Nigga said,
Bruh, when your face look like that.
that nigga stupid as shit.
Look, that nigga shit himself. No, but look, nigga, you got that face, nigga. You know that's, bro. That's the
Nigga
face you
said.
make. But that's the face. That's the face you make when you about to shit. You got scared shitless.
So I'm here, nigga shit himself.
Yep.
As he made his way back to the room where we all slept, I think for a moment, he thought he had seen my mom. But when he saw all of us in the bedroom, he knew it couldn't have been any of us. To this day, my brother tries to rationalize that night in a bunch of different ways. Oh, maybe this happened, or maybe that. The one thing we can't explain is this. The following morning, that baby formula was still sitting on the counter when my mom went in. She didn't know who made it. No one did.
But that's the fake one.
That's gotta be the thing. Niggas is
The first thing you have to understand about this last story is that when you're poor and and you've got a family to support, you'll do anything for money. When this job came along, my parents couldn't say no. It was good money, regardless of how strange that call from the man was. They agreed to take the job. When the man opened the door, my mom instantly felt something was wrong. Maybe it was the air or the energy, but her stomach turned. The man was polite. "Welcome. Please come in." He led them to the back room of the house, but wouldn't even...
Am I the only one that think that this music is like...
I'm here, black nigga. Whoever edited this joke, bro. Nigga, the microphone, every background.
Bro, like that shit really seems like...
That
shit really be...
Especially when that joint go...
Oh yeah, it's like... Nigga, you do that like Sonic shit, bro. That shit be... Yeah, that shit be... That shit be having you feel like a Jabberwocky, nigga. You
talking about some last good. I need to say
let's go.
So alright, bro. Chill out.
Nah, but for real, nigga, that should be scary, nigga. That should be sending chills down your motherfucking back piece, my nigga. Your spinal cord, nigga.
You say your
spinal cord, my nigga.
You're stupid.
Himself. The thing about the house, though, the overwhelming thing, was this permeating stench that seemed to ooze from everything. He stood at the door and gave simple instructions. Remove the carpet. Refinish the floors. That was it. He vanished into another part of the house. As my dad and uncle started working, they sent my mom back out for supplies. Until finally, there was nothing else for her to do but wait for them to finish. That was when she saw it. The last traces of a bloody outline of a body rolling into the carpet. As soon as she saw it, she had to bite down a scream. But she couldn't contain herself. She let out the smallest peep, trying to tell them she saw the stick.
There's a blood stain. That was a blood stain, right?
Yeah.
Why is the blood stain perfectly drawn?
Well, it is a cartoon.
But it's like, nigga, it's a human shape of the damn... Like, who the fuck does that, bro?
Well, he probably got murdered on it. Like, that nigga probably got fucked up on the carpet. That sounds like
and then outline his whole fucking body.
Well, it was just like a visual. That way you can. It's just a cartoon. I see what you're saying. Though.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, but it's like
saying,
I would say it's a cartoon, but at the same time, like, bro, they outlined his whole fucking body.
They did outline that motherfucker. I feel like this is a true story though. I feel like that last one we heard, that shit's fake, bro. That shit fake, nigga.
This one actually sounds something.
This shit actually do sound legit, my nigga. This shit sound like legitness.
When my dad and uncle told her she was just seeing things, she begged them to unroll the carpet, but they wouldn't. They kept asking her to stay quiet until the man suddenly appeared at the doorway. From that moment on, he watched their every move. My mother couldn't take it. Eventually, she just left and went to wait in the car. When the job was finally done, the strange old man paid in cash. As they drove home, nobody spoke. I hope you enjoyed these scary stories. Can you guess which one is fiction? Is it the doll?
Hell no.
The mother?
Hell no.
That one.
Or the body? Can you guess?
Is she gonna tell us?
I think so.
Oh,
Which one y'all think is fake?
yeah, which one y'all
think
think
is fake, bro? Before we press this bitch, which one y'all think is fake?
I feel like they're gonna try to make it.
What? You think gonna probably out there? They're all real. I'm like, bitch.
Kiss ass.
Now I'm not fucking watching you ever again because you didn't fucking. Nah, but these stories though, nigga, got me fucked. Bro.
I know the head one got to be a fake one.
That's got to be the nigga. How the fuck? Come on, a headless bitch. Like you think I'm that stupid? Man. Like nigga, come on.
Come on, man.
It's the doll. Are you surprised? Here's a fun fact. So my aunt really did create that horror doll and used it to punish me. So it's technically true, just a little bit embellished. By the way, that story about the headless woman, when I asked my mom if she gave me the formula she found on the countertop, she said she couldn't remember. If you'd like to see more stories like these, make sure to thumbs up so that I know that you want to see more. Bye!
So, you telling me the hell of this was a real story, my nigga? That was a real motherfucker shit. I ended that video, but fuck that shit. Nigga.
Let me find out there's niggas out in the street walking with no heads, my nigga. Traffic signaling with they fucking eyeballs and shit. Come on,
But she did say it was a little brother that said she saw that shit. You think that nigga tripping, bro?
So you telling me that Chucky doll story was embellished, exaggerated?
I'm here. Why
Let
would
me
you take your
find
time?
out. We got fucking. So that nigga, Rock Lee was actually running.
Yes, nigga, that nigga was actually looking like a damn NBA logo.
I think it said, got flash run.
Bro, you fucking stupid. Bro, you
But
woke,
nigga,
bro.
that's fucking tough, bruh.
Damn, bro. The doll shit, I wouldn't even think, because there's so much doll story that's actually real out there. I wouldn't actually think that would be the fake one.
Nigga, the fact that the bitch had no head, bro.
I'm here.
So how the fuck she giving top?
Bro, the head is on her hand, bro. She got the head.
Oh, that means she ahead of the game, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That,
Imagine getting the head from a topless head, bitch.
bruh. She's the head honcho of all ghosts, my nigga.
Nigga said she's the head honcho, bro.
Head cruncho.
Oh,
Nigga.
hell no, bro.
That's fucking crazy. I can't get my head off that shit. But anyway, guys, let me know if y'all enjoyed this motherfucking video, bro. This shit was actually fucking scary as fuck. I damn near, like, I don't like scary shit. Like,
Yeah. But that would be it, bro. We about to head out. Bro.
you a woke nigga, bro. You a woke nigga. Make sure y'all go ahead,
And
like, share, and
subscribe
subscribe.
if you new, man.
God loves you. It's your boy Devontae 506.
Akeem the Robot, man.
And we out.
And we...